Democrats could make these demands and bring Trump to his knees. Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Wanted to just lay out this, one of my big concerns. I just mentioned to a caller a minute ago, the Democrats are putting forward this $3 trillion bill. Frankly, what they keep doing, and we saw the same thing in the Obamacare negotiations, we've seen it over and over and over again with Democrats, is, they keep assuming that Republicans are going to be reasonable. And so they come up with legislation that they say, here's a reasonable compromise. We'll fund COBRA instead of Medicare for All, for example, even though COBRA is absurdly more expensive. But hey, it's going to pass some money along to the insurance companies, and they're big funders of not only some of the Democrats, but most of the Republicans. So, we'll do that. We'll give you that. What they should have done is they should have said, we want it all. We want a $6 trillion piece of legislation. We want Medicare for every single American in the United States starting tomorrow morning. We want what Australia is doing, $3,000 for every person. No conditions, no catches, no gotchas. We want that now. And then let them negotiate back to a midpoint, because what they're going to have to do now that they put this $3 trillion bill out is now they're going to have to negotiate with Mitch McConnell. He's going to whittle it down to $2 trillion or $1 trillion or less than that. And, it's really unfortunate. At the same time, look at what's going on in the Labor Department. This is mind-boggling. Donald Trump put Anthony Scalia's son, Eugene, in charge of the Labor Department. Anthony Scalia, of course, died, when he was in the Supreme Court in that, shoot the penned animals resort down in Texas sometime back. But his son is a lawyer who has been working against organized labor most of his life. And, a strong opponent of organized labor, Eugene Scalia, he is now in charge of the Labor Department. I mean, this is what Reagan did. Reagan put a guy in charge of the Labor Department, the first head of the Labor Department ever who didn't believe in organized labor. Trump obviously doing the same thing. And now Scalia's Labor Department is advising the states that if people are unwilling to come back to work because they think that their workplace is not safe from the coronavirus, the states should rat them out and pull their unemployment benefits. The memo from the Labor Department says, and I quote, "States are encouraged to request employers to provide information when workers refuse to return to their jobs for reasons that do not support their continued eligibility for benefits," end quote. Trump is determined to get the economy open again before the election, even if it kills America's working people. Donald Trump doesn't care about anybody's life except his own, and never has. And frankly, I'm strongly of the opinion that that's true of basically the entire Republican Party. Only sociopaths need apply, right, to become Republican elected officials. It's really mind-boggling. Prior to the pandemic, Jessica Glenza, writing over at Microsoft News, MSN.com, prior to the pandemic, 160 million Americans, roughly half our population, got their medical insurance through their jobs. Now, 30 million Americans have lost their jobs. Presumably, if half of them or a little more than half of them got their employment, got their insurance, their health insurance through their employment, now that they're unemployed, you've got, probably somewhere between 50 and 20 million Americans who no longer have, insurance, health insurance. The best estimates, the Urban Institute and the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation did the math on this, and it's fairly complex. And what they found is that anywhere from 25 to 43 million Americans could lose their health insurance over the next month or so as a result of this recession. And it's far worse in Republican-led states than in blue states where Medicaid has been expanded. So let's just expand Medicare. Let's lower the eligibility age to 0 for any family that has had an unemployment claim verified. Any family that is drawing unemployment benefits right now should be eligible. When you are eligible for unemployment, you are eligible for Medicare. Let's just do this. Do it very straightforward, very clean, no need to mess around. Just lay it out.